Hi guys, Impact is here, and today I'm bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Season 3 Road to Prestige episode number 19. Now, this is the second time I'm doing this first half of the commentary. My controller has decided to disconnect, so I couldn't commentate again, and it just didn't work, so I had to discard the project and restart. Now, this episode will be Arsenal predictions and review, and I've changed it up a slight bit. I'm going to do predictions first, and then the review for other reasons, which I'll quickly mention. When I go to get the predictions for the next month and find out what I predicted for the month just ended, I end up forgetting what I did predict, so I have to go back to the video and write them back down. But anyway, so that's the reason why. And I have been absent for a week. That's because I've got an exam on Monday, so in a couple of days. So yeah, this is Saturday's video, so tomorrow is the start of the next month of games, so I need to do this video today. And in this first game, I do a bit of trash talking at the end. I kill somebody and then shoot him in the fucking body because he annoyed me the entire game. Second game, I just get a load of assists in the first half. So all that out of the way in the first segment of the bit. And now we start with predictions for October. On the second, we're away to Burnley. I predicted a 3-1 victory for Arsenal. We're playing very well lately, and I just believe it's an easy victory for us. We'll probably give away a goal in like the 80th minute or something like that, or they will score first and we'll demolish them the rest of the game. On the 15th, we're at home to Swansea. I predicted a 2-0 victory for us. Swansea aren't doing the best seasons that they have been in the last few years, and we're just steaming through at the moment at Arsenal. So I think we're going to easily win that 2-0. On the 19th, we play Ludo Goretz, or whatever the name is, in the Champions League for our third group stage fixture. And I think this is again going to be another 2-0 victory. Momentum from the Swansea and the Burnley game, we're just going to carry it. Actually, not the Burnley game, because there's an international break between that. But the Swansea game, we'll just have so much momentum and we'll just destroy. On the 22nd, we're at the Emirates again for another home fixture against Middlesbrough. I predict a 2-1 victory for Arsenal. Now, Middlesbrough have a thing for scoring against good clubs, so I believe they're just going to get a goal again, and we'll just end up bagging 2 more. Now, on the 25th, we play our 4th in a row and final home fixture of October. It's against Reading in the EFL Cup, or the Capital One Cup it used to be called. Now, we're not very good in this competition, so I predicted a 1-1 draw with Arsenal coming away with a 4-3 victory on penalties. Because of the likes of the players we'll have, like Jeff Rene Adelaide, Christian Belle, Chibrakpom. We won't even have that many good people. We'll have like 4 or 5 first-team players on the pitch and none on the bench. Lucas Perez will probably end up playing, actually, as well. But anyway, in the final game of the season, I said that the first time I did this recording, the season does not end in October. But the final game of October, we play Sunderland in the Premier League away. That's the 29th. I predicted a massive victory of 5-0 for Arsenal, and that's because Sunderland are shit. They're just simply shit. They lost to Crystal Palace 3-2 and they was 2-0 up in like 64 minutes. They don't deserve to beat us, so we will just shit on them. But now we're done with that, we're just going to the review for September. First game of that month was Southampton at the Emirates. I predicted a 2-0 victory for Arsenal. It was actually 2-1 to Arsenal. Czech got an own goal in 18 minutes. He pushed it up onto the crossbar and it bounced back, hit him on the back and rolled in. But because he only scored on his birthday and Cazorla got a 90-minute penalty, arguably shouldn't have been given to some people. I don't know, because I can't remember it. But the next game was away to PSG, so France, Champions League, first game in the Champions League that was. We predicted a 1-1 draw, and it was a 1-1 draw. Cavani scored in the first minute, 42 seconds or something like that. We got shit on. The whole game we played on the back foot. We just didn't play good, but we did end up scoring in like whatever minute in the second half, but Alexis did get that, so props to Alexis for giving us a 1-1 draw when we didn't deserve it. So now, Espino was on form. The next game was against Hull City in the Premier League. I predicted 3-0. We won that 4-1. So we still won it by a 3-goal margin, but we did concede. Alexis Sanchez did score 2, Walcott did score, and Granit Xhaka did score. Granit Xhaka did score a belter of a goal though. 30 yards out, top corner, lovely. Snodgrass did get their goal back though. And then we go away again for Nottingham Forest. I predicted 2-1 because, again, it's a year for L Cup. I did not think we'd play very well in it. But we actually 4-0'd them. Lord Bentner, formerly an Arsenal player, actually playing for Nottingham Forest now, didn't score against us, but he did have quite a few shots. Granit Xhaka again scored another 30-yard screamer. Like the next game, so he did it the game before against Hull, and he just done it again against Nottingham Forest. Top corner again, I think. Lucas Perez did score a penalty, and then Lucas Perez did score again. He just took it down from the wing, went around 2-3 defenders, and then walked past the goalkeeper and tapped it in. Then Oxlade-Chamberlain just finished it off with a 90th minute goal. Then we go home against Chelsea. Now I predicted a 1-0 win for us in this, because I did say I doubt we'd do very well against them, because we never, like, we haven't even scored a goal against them in the last couple of seasons. So I didn't expect a very good win, but we won 3-0. We won it in the first half. We were 3-0 up. The first goal was Alexis Sanchez in like the 9th minute or something like that, or 11th minute, one of them. Gary Cahill just, as Sky Sports said, dallied on the ball. We just didn't focus. So Alexis Sanchez just nicked it off of him, ran forward and just chipped it over Thibaut Courtois. The second goal was Theo Walcott a couple minutes later, I think it was the 13th minute or something. Again, like Hazard, not like Hazard, like Gary Cahill, they just wasn't focused. Hazard didn't track Bellerin on the run, so Mesut Ozil played a 1-2-3, if you want to say. This is where I shoot bodies, by the way, as you can see. Mesut Ozil passed it to Iwobi straight back to Mesut Ozil, and Mesut Ozil, like, they got space with Iwobi, so back to Iwobi threaded it through to Bellerin on the wing, and Walcott was actually offside, but because Bellerin just did that extra little bit of pace, he did get him onside. They beat the offside trap and threaded it through. Walcott taps it into the net, 2-0 at that point. Mesut Ozil for the third goal, he span off N'Golo Kante and did a fantastic run. It's not even that fast, they just didn't run back for him. So he plays Alexis Sanchez through. Sanchez just chips it back over Gary Cahill and David Luiz. Mesut Ozil doesn't catch it cleanly, but it does bounce and hit the post and go back in. So 3-0 in the first half, 3-0 over Chelsea. Fantastic victory and a fantastic clean sheet to get. The last game in September was against Basel in the Champions League. I predicted us to win 2-1 because it's a Champions League, they should have a good fight, but they didn't. We won 2-0. Walcott scored 2 very decent goals. Now the first one, I can't even remember the first goal actually. What was it? I don't remember the first goal. Oh, it was a header actually. The first one wasn't really that good, but it was a header, which he doesn't really normally score, so it's a good goal for Walcott. Sanchez on the wing, chipped it. Walcott just runs into it and jumps. Literally, no one marked him. He just ran straight from the edge of the box, ran and headed it in. I don't know how this guy hit me, by the way. A bit far away. But Walcott, quite a few minutes later, I think it was on the 30th. I don't know when he scored the second goal actually, but I know it's the first half. Had a 1-2 with Alexis Sanchez. Obviously, he gave it to Sanchez. He made the run behind a couple of defenders, got it back straight away, and then just drilled it on the floor. So a P-roller drilled it into the far corner, off the post and in. 2-0. We could have actually had about 11-12 goals in this game, but their keeper did decide to turn up to another notch and literally just destroy our defence. Not our defence, destroy in the goal to keep us from winning by a lot more goals. So that was 2-0. So that's very good. We're now top of the group in the Champions League with 4 points and 2 goal difference. PSG again with 2 goal difference are behind us, but we're still above them because we've only conceded 1 goal, I believe, and they've conceded 2. They conceded 1 against us and 1 against Ludogorets. They won 3-1. But yeah, that's the Arsenal predictions and review for now. And I think we did very well, to be honest. Walcott, people said last year that if we don't win this, if Arsenal didn't win the season last year, then we won't have a chance for a long time. To be honest, I think we've got a very good chance this year as well. Walcott has kicked it up a notch. He knows what he's doing now. He didn't really know what he was doing last season. Chamberlain's playing a lot better this season. Cochrane's injured for 3 weeks, but we've got the likes of Xhaka, which is a fantastic player. Brings another level to the game. See, we still haven't even used Ramsey. Ramsey, I think, was injured. Giroud's a bit injured actually at the same time, but we haven't even been playing our strikers. We've been bringing him on in like the 80th minute, 70th minute. We've been playing Sanchez up top, who's been not even getting the goals. Walcott has, who's been on the wing. So, he's been playing brilliant. If you're looking at September as well, by the way, let's just go back to it. 2, 3, 7, 11, 14, 16 goals in 6 games and only conceding 1, 2, 3. 16 to 3 goal to concede ratio right there in that month, and we played 6 games. That's averaged out at like 2.6 goals per game, and 3 conceded at that we're conceding half a goal a game pretty much. So we're playing fantastically. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, or the commentary part of it anyway. We've still got a couple, or actually we haven't even got long left in the video, so if you did enjoy it, leave a like, comment on it if you've got any suggestions for me, and subscribe. That would be very much appreciated, and I'll see you next time on the channel in a couple of days. So, thank you for watching and see you later.
Mobile